welcome to our house.
Welcome to our house. This is our house, and you're welcome. Welcome to the Mindset Experiment, where we don't just talk about growth, we test it in real life. I'm Victoria.
And I'm Jacob. Every week, we're challenging our habits, our thinking, and the stories we've been telling ourselves, and documenting what actually changes.
This isn't about being perfect, it's about being honest.
Let's get into this week's experiment.
Welcome back to another episode of the Mindset Experiment.
Welcome.
This week, we're talking about being grateful. If you've been following us on Instagram, then you've been seeing the posts just like once a day, just talking a little bit about being grateful and how to do it and why it's important. And so here's a podcast to follow that up.
Just to elaborate and dive deeper.
Yeah, and I guess kind of like talk about how we're grateful and how having a attitude of gratitude has helped.
Attitude of gratitude.
Yeah, an attitude of gratitude has helped to change. I don't know if I would necessarily say change my life, but yeah, I guess change my life. I guess I haven't been focused on it long enough for it to truly change my life, but I definitely feel like it's helped me feel like better. You know what I mean? Like,
Definitely a mood changer for sure.
yeah, like in a mood, I'm being mad, then I can try and like find things to be grateful for.
I know what's cool about it is just 1 minute a day can make it change your day. So if you wake up angry and you start thinking of things that are you're grateful for,
Yeah,
then your day changes. So that then your life was changing.
yeah, it's definitely easier to think about like the things that you're grateful for like in the morning time or like in like earlier in the day when there's like quiet space. Because like if for me, if I don't do it in the morning time and then like I wait until Lincoln is awake or something like that, then I can't focus on it like hard enough. You know what I mean? Like, oh, something has happened and now I'm like pissed off for real. You know what I mean? So it's harder for me to like redirect, you know?
But that's would be a perfect time to redirect.
No, yeah, absolutely. It's just harder to do that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Especially if you haven't already started in the morning time doing that.
But that's what's cool about it is like once you recognize that or like, okay, I'm angry, I'm being angry,
Yeah.
then you just that's when you find the time to be grateful, right? It's
Yeah,
easy.
boom, right there in the moment.
Pick three things that you can either see or you feel in the moment and be grateful for them.
Hmm. Or like your pre-written down things, you know what I mean? Like, oh, there are these three things that like, okay, yeah, I could say these three things that I'm grateful for like every single day. You know what I mean? And then like knowing that those are your three things. So like in the moment, if you're like that pissed off or something, that upset or, having a time of crisis, then and it's harder for you to find a new set of things. You've got three basic things that are always something to go back to. It's like
Yeah.
for me, like sometimes it's harder to find find something to like be grateful for in the moment. It's really easy because it's really easy for me to be like, "Arr," you know.
Yeah.
So, but also I feel like we kind of jumped ahead. Well, I kind of jumped ahead, just like jumped right into it. But like the other day when we were talking, and I don't remember what we were talking about, but I don't remember what we were talking about. But it's like I think we're talking about being grateful in some sort of way, and like how it's not just pretending that everything is like hunky dory and like everything is okay, but like instead of saying, oh, well, everything's going to be okay, and then just like, oh, everything's going to be okay, like trusting that, like, well, adjusting like your perspective so that, okay, yeah, maybe not all things are great, but you can find things that are great, like in the moment. Be my definition of gratitude. Changing your perspective so you can find the good things in the time of crisis. Shifting your perspective to see something in a different light. We were talking about how you feel like you're the problem, I think is what we're talking about. I was like, oh, well, you just have to like, you're not the problem. The problem is the problem. But the way that you're dealing with the problem is making you feel like you're the problem. So you gotta like see it differently. I think we were in the truck,
Yeah, I remember.
but we weren't talking about being grateful or having gratitude. You know what I mean? But in these instances, I feel like that could help. Almost
Mm.
like what he said today in church. Like we have a problem and we have problems that we can meet with the promise that God tells us that everything is like going to be okay, and that we he gives us the ability to change our mind and to take control of our thoughts so that we can have a spirit of gratitude and like find the good in the situation rather than the
Right.
crap.
Realign yourself.
Mhm. Mhm.
Look for the good rather than the bad.
Mhm.
It's not like it makes not like it erases your problems. It just
Right.
changes the way you look at it and what you pay attention to.
Definitely. Cuz like our brains literally are wired to find the like scary stuff or negative stuff or um negative, you know what I mean? Just negative in general, things that are going wrong or different things like that. Our ancestors back in the day were instead when they're walking through the forest and they saw a sunrise or a sunset, like instead of being able to be like, "Oh wow," and then missing, a predator like a bear or something that was gonna kill them, like there was no like that was the end. That was it. They were dead. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like they had to be on like high alert all the time. So like wired our brains to be like on high alert all the time for I guess nowadays in modern time, instead of being on high alert for the bear, we're on high alert for how we don't compare to others or how, just the bullcrap that we fucking deal with. I don't know. So our brains are definitely trying to like trick us into not having an attitude of gratitude.
Only if you, because of the words you're telling yourself, right?
Definitely.
Because your brain is like a search engine, right? So what you're asking for, it searches. You say
Yeah,
negative things, well, you're gonna find negative things.
right. Those are eventually going to be like what you.
That's why it's better to choose, like, to be grateful. That way, you think of better things, and then better, like you were saying, thinking of the opportunity that's gonna come
Mhm.
instead of, dang, this sucks,
Mhm.
because then it's gonna suck.
Mhm.
I'd rather be grateful and be put in a pleasant mood because I'm happy and truly grateful for the things that whatever I'm grateful for, right? Like there's anything I could look around and pick 100 things right now that I could be grateful for. But in the same sense, I could probably look around and give you another 100 things that are not grateful for. But why do that?
Right, right. Focus on those.
Why be like that? That's just then
Yeah, it definitely
I
feels
feel
like.
like a dark cloud. You know what I mean? Like we're
Yeah, it
not as
aligns you with that.
we're being grateful. We're doing positive things in here. And like it's a good cloud. When you start being negative and not grateful, well then there's gonna be a dark cloud.
Mhm. I feel like it definitely helps to like almost humble you a little bit, or like, yeah, I guess like when you're grateful for the things that you have, it makes you feel more like humble for. I mean, I guess it's just more gratefulness for like the life that you have, or the things that you have, or the people, or the love, or the trust, or whatever that you have in your life that you're grateful for. So I don't know. It just makes me feel like being grateful can tack on all of these other emotions as well that you can help like that helps you carry throughout the day.
Yes. But it's definitely this step in the right direction, especially when you're having a bad day. Be grateful. Even when shit's hitting the fan, take a second to
Take control of your
be
thoughts.
thankful of what you got.
Mhm.
Because it always could be worse,
Mhm. Mhm.
even if you're going through some bad stuff.
Definitely.
Um, so how do you be grateful? Well, you can start in the morning, right? Um, like you said, make a list of 3 things, or just free wallet. think of something different every day. Of the day, of think of the past day, right? Yesterday. Okay, cool. What was cool about yesterday? Then you could be thankful for it.
Mhm. Definitely.
I was thankful that I was able to rest a lot more for my toe, right? Because of
Mhm.
my shit I'm dealing with right now. So think of those things, instead of being like, dang, it still hurts.
Mhm. Definitely.
So you start like that in the morning, and then as the day goes on, if you notice your mood is started to be negative, or you let them self negative thoughts come in, stop again and be thankful.
Mhm.
Cool thing about it is you can do it anywhere.
Definitely.
Doesn't matter. In your bed, before you go to sleep, when you wake up, taking a shower, driving your car.
Yeah, I mean it's all like in your head. You don't have to say it out loud if you don't want to, you know what I mean? Just think about it in your mind.
And you can start small. You don't have to do it, you know, it doesn't have to be big, life changing. Oh, I'm so grateful took that job because it did, you know what I mean? It's just something as simple as, I'm grateful for my wife. I'm grateful for Dak over there. And I'm grateful for this cool ass stuff we have to do these things. Like, super easy. Just look around. Everything you should be grateful for. How many people have
Yeah.
the stuff you have,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they have what I have or I have what they have. Just that matters that I'm thankful for what I have.
Right.
So it can be small, it can be big. Just be grateful. Do it. Do it often. Do it every day.
Yeah.
Start your day with it. See how that changes. I know I'm gonna start implementing it more. So I really haven't done it right. Like, really took in the time to like give it a valid effort. Intentional, I guess. There we go. I haven't really been intentional with it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start trying to do that, and then we can let you know how that goes.
Yeah.
How my mood changes. Add that to my not being on my phone in the mornings.
Nice. To start with little
Starting small, and then throughout the day, right? If something makes me upset or something tough happens at work, then take a step back, take 5 minutes, think of something grateful for 5 minutes,
mhm.
write it down, say it in your head, but do it.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
key to being successful. Being grateful.
yeah, being grateful for sure. And like you said a second ago that it's not going to change your circumstances overnight, but the more that you are noticing these things and the more that your brain is going to allow you to notice these things and then bring those things like into your like just where you notice them more. Where like they're happening to you right now, but you just don't notice it because you're
Fixated on the whatever your mind is filled with right now.
exactly
Whatever you fill your mind with,
fixate on.
that's what it's gonna look at.
Uh-huh. It's called something. It's called like RSA or something like that, where it's like a scientific term where like if you constantly think about negative things or you constantly are finding negative things to flood your brain with, then that's what your brain is going to always constantly notice. It's going to start passing over the positive things that happen. So if you start thinking about the positive things that happen, then and like really intentionally doing that, like you're saying, then you can rewire your brain essentially to start noticing the positive things and pass over the negative things. So yeah, challenge is for you guys. Challenge for the listener is to write down three things that you're grateful for, and maybe it's an overall list, right? Maybe it's more than three even. Have that
Hell,
list.
even if it's one thing, start with one.
Yeah, start with one thing for sure. But keep it in the back of your
And
mind or write it down and keep it with you so that in the times of what's the
tribulations.
opposite? Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the opposite of gratitude? Tribulation?
Yeah, when you're going through trials.
Yeah, yeah, when you're going through just
Trials
a
and
hard time.
tribulations, I guess is what they call it. I don't know.
hmm
If not,
Then,
it sounds pretty cool.
yeah, yeah, then you get to look at your, what you're grateful for, especially if you can't think of something in the moment. So that's a challenge that I have for the listener. Um, so yeah,
And take note how it changes your feelings. Granted, the first couple times you do it, it might not be an immediate reaction, but after a while, I feel like you would be, well, I got this, or
yeah,
I'm
I
not
definitely
so
makes
angry.
I definitely feel like that's how it's been for me.
Yeah, I've noticed when I have done that, you don't necessarily see as red. Like
It's a little more
it
pink.
put much things more in perspective. Like, well,
Okay, chill the fuck out.
yeah, why why not be grateful?
Yeah, right. Like this is so trivial, like what I'm upset over or whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely think I mean that for me, like starting off my day and trying to have like some quiet time and talk like think about not talk about because it's just me by myself in the morning, but like think about what I'm grateful for and praying about it has really helped me for sure. And just like my mood, my overall mood. And then like when I do hit those times of chaos, I feel I can go back to what I'm grateful for and like kind of ground myself. So try it. Let us know
Do
how
it.
you like it. See you next time on the Mindset Experiment.
Thanks for listening.